Jack Wilson is 85 and lives in a granny flat behind his daughter's home in Townsville. He is a full pensioner and values his independence. Jack was approved for a Level 2 home care package in February 2025 and uses his package to support essentials like wound care, transport to the men's shed, and home maintenance. With the new Support at Home program starting on the 1st of November 2025, Jack was keen to understand what would change, especially when it came to costs. He had heard that funding would move to a quarterly budget and wanted to know exactly how it would work. Because Jack was approved for his home care package after the 12th of September 2024, but before the 1st of November 2025, he will be considered a hybrid client. This means he started on a home care package but will move into Support at Home with a mix of carryover funds and new features. Jack will receive his funding as a quarterly budget for a Level 2 client, which is around $4,700 every 3 months. Of this, 10%, about $470, will be automatically allocated to care management, which covers goal setting, care reviews, and ongoing support. The remaining $4,240 will be available for services, such as home maintenance, wound care, and help getting to the men's shed. Because Jack is a full pensioner, he will be placed in the lowest contribution tier under the new system. He will continue to receive fully subsidized clinical care and will pay low client contributions for services like personal care or home maintenance. Jack will not need to provide any extra paperwork, as Services Australia already holds his pension details and applies the correct contribution rate automatically. Each month, Jack will receive a clear statement showing what has been spent from his quarterly budget, what remains, and what will be carried over into the next quarter. Up to $1,000 or 10%, whichever is greater, will carry forward into the next quarter if unused. If Jack decides to add a service, such as a short burst of physiotherapy, he will be able to plan and budget for it with support from his care partner. Jack appreciates having this level of clarity. He is not worried. He is informed. He understands what will be changing, how his funding works, and that he will be supported to continue living independently, comfortably, and on his terms. Layla Ahmed is 76 and lives in Sydney. She was approved for a Level 3 home care package in November 2024. Layla receives a part-age pension, along with a modest income from her superannuation. She uses her care package for arthritis support, remedial massage, taxi vouchers, and help with laundry and ironing. With the new Support at Home program starting on the 1st of November 2025, Layla wanted to understand how the funding changes would affect her, particularly when it came to payments. She was curious about how her new budget would work and whether her contributions would change. Because Layla was approved for her home care package after the 12th of September 2024, but before Support at Home officially launched, she will be considered a hybrid client. This means she will move into the new system with HCP unspent funds and a quarterly budget. Each quarter, Layla will receive around $10,200 based on her Level 3 classification. 10% of this, about $1,020, will be automatically reserved for care management, covering planning, reviews, and oversight. The remaining $9,180 will be used to fund her support services, including her personal care and everyday living supports. As a part pensioner, Layla will be required to pay client contributions under the Support at Home program. These are means-tested, using the information already held by Services Australia, so there will be no need for Layla to provide any new financial details. Her contribution will fall in the moderate range, in line with her part pension status. In practice, this means that her clinical services, such as arthritis support, will remain fully funded. For services like personal care, domestic assistance, or transport, client contributions will be required. These contributions will be clearly displayed on her statements, with no hidden fees or unexpected increases. Layla will receive a monthly statement showing how much of a quarterly budget she has used, the cost of each service delivered, what she has paid in contributions, how much funding remains, and any carryover from the previous quarter. If Layla does not use her entire quarterly budget, up to $1,000 or 10%, whichever is greater, will carry over into the next quarter. If Layla wants to adjust to care, perhaps add in some extra support or attend a new social activity, her care partner will help update her plan and make sure it fits within her budget. Layla feels reassured. She understands what is changing, knows what to expect, and can clearly see how her funding is being used. With the right support in place, she is confident that her care will remain stable and that she can continue to live comfortably and independently. John Petrovich is 80 and lives in his well-kept home in Brisbane. He is a self-funded retiree who manages his finances through superannuation and investments. John was approved for a Level 4 home care package in October 2024, after his health needs increased and more consistent support was required. He uses his package for COPD management, personal care, transport to GP appointments, and home-delivered meals. With the Support at Home program starting on the 1st of November, 2025, John was curious about how the new funding system will work, particularly his contributions. He had heard about quarterly budgets and tiered client contributions and wanted to understand how this will apply to him. Because John was approved for his package after the 12th of September, 2024, but before the 1st of November, he will be considered a hybrid client. This means he began under the home care package system but will now continue under Support at Home, with a blend of old and new funding rules. John's quarterly budget under Support at Home will be around $15,500, based on his Level 4 classification. 10% of this, around $1,550, will be automatically reserved for care management, covering service planning and care reviews. The remaining $13,950 will be available to fund his services, such as clinical care, personal care, transport, and meal delivery. As a self-funded retiree who is not eligible for a Commonwealth Seniors Health Card, John will be placed in the highest client contribution tier under Support at Home. This means he will pay a larger share of costs for non-clinical services like personal care, transport, or domestic assistance. His clinical services, such as COPD management and nursing, will remain fully subsidized. His contribution rate will be based on means information already held by Services Australia, so no extra paperwork will be required unless he requests a review. Each month, John will receive a statement showing the services he has used, their cost, his total quarterly budget, the contributions he has paid, what remains in his budget, and any carryover from the previous quarter. If John does not use his full budget in a quarter, up to $1,000 or 10%, whichever is greater, will carry forward into the next quarter. If John wants to adjust his services, for example, reducing meal deliveries and increasing allied health sessions, his care partner will help update his plan and make sure it remains within budget. John values having full visibility of how his funding is used. The client contributions are transparent, the planning is structured, and with the right support, John is confident that his care will remain high quality and under control, just the way he prefers it.